super dull. Now I haven't decided if I like sharpening on these better after a little bit of a soak, or if I like to just splash them. It doesn't make that much of a difference in my opinion, but we'll just do it with a splash today. Let's see. Let's get a better angle on this so you guys can see what's going on. Checking for a burr. We get a small burr all the way up and down. Wipe this off so you can see the finish, or try to at least, of this 600 stone. It's definitely a very satin, but it's not like the Chosera finish, because the Choseras have more of a sandblasted look, and these have more of a, you know, deep scratch kind of look to it. But it's still smooth and refined. It's just not like that peened look that you get off of the Choseras. Okay. There, that was what, 2-3 passes? Pretty light passes too. Check the blade for any light. It's all gone now. Okay, do some quick stropping strokes. Okay. If you're new to sharpening, check your edge on both sides, because it could mean that your edge is rolled over to one side or the other. Yeah, all the damage that I put in it is gone now. Really great stone. I love this stone. Being 600 grit, that was so fast. I mean, this is, you know, a softer German steel, but, you know, that was relatively quick. The feedback on them is just amazing. Like, you'll be sharpening, and if your angle goes, you know, over and you're kind of digging in, it'll make your knife come to a stop almost like immediately. And any like little inconsistency or you know, if there's any like grit or whatever on the stone, you can hear it. It's very audible, which is really cool. Okay, so on to the to my favorite. That's a good angle right there, I guess. Yeah. These don't need much water at all. Okay, let's get these scratches out. And you can see it's trying to load on me a little bit. It just wipes off. It's nothing. Such a smooth stone. Gosh, that was quick. I mean, I'm pretty much done on this side. That might be one downfall for these, is that they're so fast that they'll get away from you if you're not careful. So any inconsistencies in your strokes, they'll show up. Okay. So, and I cannot get a good angle on this in this light for the life of me. I apologize. But you could easily strop to a mirror from this. This is a really high luster. Let's finish this off. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's something like a hair, something small on there that's, I can hear it. Just buttery smooth. It's like, it just makes me smile every time I sharpen on it. So nice. Maybe a little bit more. Wipe that clean. You know what, we can just do some stropping strokes. Actually now, it'll be enough, I'm telling you. Such a pleasurable stone to sharpen on. It's so quiet. Okay. Yeah, we're there. Oh, that's nasty right there. Oh man, that's like in your face, give me your fucking money kind of aggression. It's not even cool. Oh man. Alright, now to this 6K. And as you can see, it cuts really fast. Takes out those 1,500 scratches like they weren't there. This one's like glass almost. Oh yeah. See. Extremely high luster. I don't expect a 6K to give a mirror polish, but this is very, very, very close to it. Ooh, about cut myself. Okay, so here's my conclusion on these Suehiro Debado S&E model. I really like the cutting action of the 600 and the level of polish that comes off of the 6000. The 3000 just as well. I like that one too. These three with the 3000 have a really creamy but also hard feel to them. They don't give off a lot of mud, which I think is giving me more crisp apexes. Less muddy than the Choseras, actually. They're just a different feeling. Not as hard as something like the Shapton Glass or Shapton Pro, but maybe like right in between Chosera and Shapton Pro, somewhere in there. These aren't magnesia bonded, so I don't have any worries about these like cracking or anything. So that's one really good thing about these stones is, I don't have to treat them with kids' gloves. I can soak them, do whatever I want with them. I mean, I wouldn't perma-soak them or anything, but they're just not as fussy as a magnesia bonded stone. I was getting kind of tired of that, feeling like I was walking on eggshells all the time. Might as well bring them all down here. So the colors aren't necessarily a showstopper or anything, but the bases that come with them are really nice. They have really nice grippy feet on them. They have like a little slot for the, kind of falls out if you let it, but for the dressing stone. I actually just used it a second ago and it works really well. It does leave deep scratches, but it's hard enough to cut these stones. These are pretty tough stones to lap, actually, and I'm glad I got a diamond stone coming in the mail, because these need it. But yeah, the 600, kind of sandy, grainy feeling, but very deliberate and fast. Then the 1500, just it's night and day. Just flips. Nice and hard, doesn't give off a ton of mud, cuts very fast, and leaves a pretty high luster for a 1500. Easily stropped into a mirror polish. Just a super creamy, awesome, mid sharpening / finishing stone. I think this would definitely replace your 1000 grit stone. I'm not a big fan of 1000 grit stones. I've always felt they feel very like lifeless and flat. They don't have anything going for them, they're not aggressive enough and they don't give off enough polish. But this is like the best of both worlds for me. It's just so nice to sharpen on this thing. I can't say that enough. These two right here, same thing. Super creamy feel, super fast, and this one actually was perfect out of the box. I didn't need any lapping or anything. I think I'm just going through a break-in period with my polishing stone, which it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of the nature of the beast. But the 3000 is nothing stands out about it that I really like, but it was just a necessary grit that I needed to fill in my lineup. And the 6000 gives off a great polish, feels really luxurious sharpening on it. Overall, these are just a great series of stones, and I don't know why they're not getting as much attention as they should. Like, these are the Chosera killer. Like, take all the, the cracking issues and the things you don't like about the Choseras, and you have these stones. That's what you get. I highly recommend the 600 and the 1500. If I were going to get a couple of them, if I were just going to get one, I would get the 1500. And yeah, I don't know. Just great stones. Alright guys, have a good night. Happy holidays.